Welcome to part three of my series on how to write a book. For those who don't know me, my name is Hope E. Davis, and I am an author. I've published four thriller books and two romantasy books with two more in the works. One is coming in April 2025, and the other one is coming in August 2025. So this is part three, which, as I mentioned, you probably want to watch these in order. If you're not, that's okay. It's just going to be a little bit harder. So, in part two, we discussed turning your notes into an organized outline for your book. And now, here comes the fun part. I say that sarcastically because this is the part that most authors hate. If this is your first time writing a book, I 100% recommend you go look up plot outlines. These are generalized outlines that a lot of authors base their books off of. It sounds a little bit cliche, but it's a really good way to get a kind of pre-done plot that you can apply your ideas to. It can also help you keep on pace. It can really be a good guide for new authors. The most famous one of these is, of course, The Hero's Journey, which if you probably went to school, you probably practiced writing one of these. There's also the W plot. There's a couple of really famous ones. I just recommend this because a lot of first-time authors, their first book is all over the place, and this will help keep you on task. So you'll want to go look up one of these plot outlines and then go back to your notes and see how you can apply it to your notes. You may need to move stuff around, you may need to add characters, you may need to subtract characters. This is just a very, very general guideline. There is no right or wrong way to use one of these outlines. And of course, if you're going to do thrillers, you can do a little tweak to make something a twist. Um, Also, at this point, as I mentioned before, you should have some characters and a setting outlined. Set the setting aside. We don't really need that in this step. We do need to make sure your characters are well-rounded. So it's a really good idea. Again, you can just go for some general character descriptions or character like outlines or how to write a character, and you just need to write what your character looks like. You need to put what they like, what they dislike, and this just helps you make really good, really deep characters. Not all of this stuff is actually going to make it into the book. This is just kind of time with yourself to really solidify your characters. By the end of this step, you should, to be honest, you should almost already have a book because you've got your outline with like little scenes and little snippets and little tropes. You've got your characters and you've got your plot. So really, the next step is to tie it all together, which I will talk more about in book four, part four.